Hello everyone, it's Tilly from Tilly Channels. I don't know what's wrong with my voice today. Welcome back to my channel. I am here to memory plan the week of the 23rd of January in my 7x9 Tilly Journals A5 wide inserts, that one. I'm using the ice skating kit from Plannerface. I have already done my bougie boxes ready, my extenders ready. I am going to do a video on how I do extenders at some point, but yeah, I've just got those prepared because I just found the last plan with me I filmed, it went so much faster. So here is the kit, what we're working with. Oh, I've got a glitter add-on so I can do 3 headers, that's exciting. So there we have it. And I'm using the foil bundle in Sparkly Hollow from Caress Press in the Snowflakes design. Obviously pulled a couple of bougie boxes ready for the sidebar. And obviously the scripts and icons, but I need the... Oh. So I should have just found my scripts that I need for this. Thanks, Soch. These hole protectors, that was the word, and the washi. And then I have my stickers pulled out in my Plannerface reusable sticker album. I do PR for Plannerface, so you can get a discount by using Tilly10 to save. And oh, is this the last full week of January? Exciting! Nearly finished a full month in my new planner. That is really exciting, yeah, because the week ends on the 29th, so there's only 2 days of January in the next planner. So after my fail last week, I've started putting in the correct... Why is there a 14th sticker there? I've started putting the date covers in here. I know Anna from Plannerface also does this. But anyway, without any further ado, I will pop down the base of the spread. Okay, so I finished 3 books this week. So let's just start going over them. So the first one was Written in the Stars, which was for our book club. So this is me and some of my pals from the Discord. Basically, we've started a book club. So if you watched the week before last video, well, I talked about The Silent Patient. That was one of our January books, and this was our second January book, and I much prefer this one. So this is a LGBT fake dating romance. Essentially about 2 people, so obviously. So is it Sadie? Oh God, I'm so bad at names. So I think it's, no, Sadie is, oh my God, why? Elle is a girl who is works on cosmology and does horoscopes and things and various bits and pieces, believes in true love. And Darcy is a no-nonsense kind of girl who's closed off to love. Darcy's brother is working with Elle on a new project and sets them up on a blind date, which goes horrendously, but then says something to... then the brother is trying to set Darcy up on another date, and Darcy is like, I don't want to because the date with Elle went really well. Then the brother says something to Elle, so then they end up fake dating. I gave this 3.75 stars. I really liked the story, but the writing style meant I didn't really feel attached to the characters fully, and their actions at times didn't seem out of character and were almost a little bit stereotypical, which is why I didn't love it. There is a lot about being emotionally unavailable and being loved for who you are, which was probably my favourite part. It does of course have some steamy scenes which were pretty good, so I would recommend it overall, but it wasn't like earth-shatteringly good, would be my feeling on it. Below Zero is the last of the novellas by Ali Hazelwood. This got 3 stars. Honestly, kind of lost half a star for the last chapter. Yeah, it made the whole novella feel a little bit like a caricature. It just, yeah, didn't sit right with me, and I know I'm not the only person that felt that way. There was an awful lot of backstory in this book, and the actual story felt very rushed because of that, because it's obviously a novella and it's really short. But the characters were probably my favourite in the novella, so if this had been fleshed out, I think it would have been a much, much better book for me. And again, my whole thing about tiny white cis girls falling for huge white cis males. yeah, I've started rolling my eyes every time with Ali Hazelwood. But obviously I'm going to take a break now from her books because I've read everything she's written, but there is a new book coming out later this year, so we'll see whether she corrects it at all in that. And then my favourite read of the year so far was Regretting You by Colleen Hoover. This was my first Colleen Hoover and I literally couldn't put it down. So I give it 4.5 stars. I've averaged it as a 5 on here because I round up. Well, no, I round to the nearest and 5 rounds up, if you know, maths. That's how that works. So my favourite read so far this year, I actually couldn't put it down. I was walking in the corridor at work reading it between places because I didn't want to stop reading. It's a sort of domestic fiction / romance. Morgan and her sister and their boyfriends are going to go to a party. Morgan in that chapter realises she's pregnant, and then the rest of the book jumps 16 years forward where we follow the relationship between Morgan, Clara, her daughter, Chris, basically some of the characters. This isn't a spoiler because it's in the blurb of the book, but essentially Chris dies under Morgan's husband, and Clara's father dies, and it's sort of the fallout from that. There's some really beautiful descriptions of grief and living through it, and a lot of realistic misunderstandings through the book. The characters felt really real, and the raw pain they went through was like heart-wrenching at times. There are some letters in this book that I don't want to give a spoiler away. Very minor spoiler, but essentially the letters never get read, and that stressed me out a little bit. I wanted to know what they said. I would highly recommend this. Really good introduction to Colleen Hoover, and it makes me want to reassess some of my other ratings because of how much I loved this book. So yeah, that is the 3 books I read this week. Okay, so that base seemed to take me forever, but there we are. I'm loving the sparkly hollow with the snowflakes. It just really makes it look like snow. But let's jump straight into it. And Monday is a long one, and I may skip some bits of it, mostly the latter half. I might just put the character stickers down and not put the scripts in because there's just some stuff I want to keep private. But I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. So I do feel like I'm going to need to pull it in. I pulled out these samplers during the start of it. Probably going to pull those in. I feel like I'm going to need to. So where's my cheat sheet that tells me how many things I need to put down? So 2 3s and the rest are 4s. So first things first, I'm going to mark in Sleeping In, which I'm actually just going to pop Free Floating, which doesn't seem like the best way to start the spread. Actually, no, I've done it now. Yeah, it's fine. And then I'm going to pull in a little thing to mark doing my morning routine. And then, why was I not at work this day? Oh, because I'd worked the weekend before. Yeah, that makes sense. So then I did some filming and did my VA prep, which I just pop in as taking photos. So it's essentially taking my Instagram photos and stuff like that for my virtual assistants to be able to do their job. So that's there. Yeah, perfect. Then we're going to jump it down here. So I then did my yoga for the day. Again, I was still doing my daily yoga here. It was a lot of fun, to be honest. I freaking love my daily yoga. It's a really, it's just a really nice way to start the year for me. So we'll pop that in there. I should really have my memory notes up because I don't at the moment. I have my reviews of the books up because I don't remember, so I read over my reviews. And to be honest, if you're on my Goodreads, you've probably heard pretty much of what I've said because it is pretty much the same. Then I sat and I set up my new business planner. So I'm essentially using a fake Hobo Weeks to try it out. I'm not sure about it at the moment, but we'll see. And then watched Jane the Virgin and ate lunch. And then I measured my nails because I'm trying to get some fake nails from my friend who makes them for a business, her business. That's like what her business is making fake nails. And I really want to buy some from her, but we're struggling to work out what size they need to be, pretty much. But I was trying to measure them and sent her some videos, and this took up a good chunk of the day. Honestly, this was not the most productive day in the world. But yeah, so that's there. Then I just did some procrastinating. So I think I'm gonna pull it in. I kind of want to use one. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to put it the same way around, and I'm going to pop the script over that, and I'm going to really think in a bit that that's the wrong way around, but that's fine. Did I say 2 4s and the rest 3s? Because if so, no, 4 4s and 2 3s. So then I'm going to mark being in my feelings, which I'm tempted to pop free floating, to be honest. Just, I am quite worried about like running out of stuff. But we'll see. Because I've got so much to mark on this day. So we'll just pop in my feelings there. Then I just had a little bit of, like a small bicker with my husband. It was about, I can't remember what it was about. It was just something stupid. But it was just one of those like little things that just happens and you're like, why are we even bickering about this? So there's that. And then I did my curly girl hair situation. So I washed my hair. View. Then we played some Stardew Valley, and I'm kind of regretting putting this here because I feel like it should be in one of the boxes you can see, and you can't see it there. So we'll just pull that out. So we just need something else in light blue, and I feel like for the other light blue day we are going to definitely have to pull some stuff in from my stash. But we'll deal with that later. I should probably start like trying to pull in some bits now so that it's not annoying. That's for playing Stardew. Then I did some designing. I have no idea what I was designing. I've just literally put design, and that's not like me. But I've not got a clue. Then we finished watching Game of Thrones. Watched the final episode. And then whilst we were watching, we were having a conversation about trying to get matching PJs for Palentine's, and eventually ended up not in the end. But yeah, it was a long conversation, and yeah, so I was just going to mark that in. And I would really like a quarter box here, and I don't really have a quarter box left, so let's just see if we've got a suitable coloured one in here. This one looks pretty good. It's not in premium matte, but it's fine. There. I'm decided now. I think I'm going to go down here and then have this as the last bit. I think. I don't know. I think that's what I'm going to do. So then I was in my feelings, which I'm going to again pop free floating. Just got this bad day and in my feelings script. Covered up the bad day, but it's fine. And then me and Soch had a bit of a bigger argument. Honestly, this was a really rough week day. And then this is where I'm gonna not really talk about the things I'm marking. So I'm just gonna pop things in. I'm really sorry. It's private, and I just don't want to go into what happened. I don't keep much off this channel, but I do please respect my privacy when I decide to, because there is always a reason if I am. So no, that's the wrong way around, isn't it? It is indeed the wrong way around. Actually, let's use a little thing for this first bit. I think I'm going to run out of shit on this day. I really do. Like, I think I'm going to use all of the light blue stuff on this day. Again, I want more quarter box size stuff. This is a pretty good paint swatch. I'm just going to pull, like, anything that really matches, I'm just going to pull out. These will do. It's just because I'm marking so much on this day because of everything that happened this evening, but I'm really sorry, I'm just not going into what it is. Where's my glitter? Do I really not? I literally don't have anything left. Oh my god. Why have I used everything? Oh dear. I really don't have anything left in light blue. Right. So another nosy. There's another light box that's the same there, but I want something slightly different so it's not all identical. This. It's not a perfect match, but it's not bad. I think I'm just going to go with that because it's hidden. So this whole little section I'm really not going to go into. I'm sorry. I am sorry that I'm not going into it, but it's not. Yeah, it's just not stuff I want to put on the internet. But the whole situation freaked out our cats, which is what I'm marking in at the moment. But they were feeling a bit better by this point. Oh my god, how? It's literally the first day and I'm running short on stuff, but it's just because I'm marking so much in this day. That is future me's problem when I come to do the other day. That is in this colour. Future me's problem. Okay, beautiful. Got everything down. So, morning routine. Then filming. Don't know what I was filming, but I was clearly filming something. Have I written it down? Nope, I've just written film. And I have mixed in normal hollow foil with the sparkly hollow, by the way, just if you haven't gathered that. So then my VA prep. Then I did my workout, which was my daily yoga. Oh, sparkly hollow is just so pretty. So I've got my business planner. Lunch and Jane, which is exactly what my script says. I ranted about this in my last Plan With Me, but I can't believe they've taken Jane off Netflix. It's literally my feel-good show, and I'm really sad about it. Measuring my nails. Oh yeah, I was really confused then. I said I'd forget, but yeah. I like the pattern and I'm like, might as well make the most of it. Grass and nude in my feelings. And I just got the couple arguing for the small big up with Soch. I think just tensions were really high this day for one reason or another, and that's why like everything that happened this day happened. And that's just kind of part of life, really, and you have to accept that you're going to have shitty days. And this certainly was a shitty day. It was probably my worst day of the year so far, and it's not been a great year so far, so that's kind of saying something. the other Stardew Valley script I have would work better in this account. Oh my god, there's just so much to put in on this day. The rest of the week will be much quicker. This is just a busy day, and I don't even know why it was so busy. It just was. Partly because of the amount of stuff I'm marking later in the day, but it's fine. So yeah, we finished Game of Thrones this day. Can you believe it? How long have we been watching that for? A while. Pretty much since before our honeymoon, so there's that. This was our Valentine's chat. Drama chat. And then this is pretty much where I'm going to stop putting in stuff. So I'm going to put in the stickers, but honestly, because I'm going to put in the character stickers, but I'm not going to put in all of the other bits because it's just personal, and yeah, I'll put in the stuff about the cat being skittish, but they were just skittish because of what was going on. And I'll put in like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to put in. That's my point. Right. So I'm going to put in argument. I'm not going to put in the next few things. I'll put in that the cats were skittish. And that's all I'm going to put in for now. No, it's not. I'm going to put in that the cats calm down. There. But the rest of it I'm going to pop in off camera and after I've taken photographs of the spread. Okay, so that is Monday. That is the busiest day, and yeah, the rest of the spread should be pretty quick in comparison. So I say that, I've just turned over and there's 4 boxes on here as well. But you know, it's better than 7. So I've got 2 4s and 2 3s on the Tuesday. So because of everything that happened the night before, we were absolutely exhausted this morning. So the first thing I'm going to mark in is being bloody exhausted. And then I was running late for work. I was tempted to not go in just because of how I was feeling, but I did decide to go in to work. So that's there. And then marking being at work. And then the last thing in this box, I'm not going to say what is, it's related to the night before and I just don't want to go into it. And I'm probably going to do some adjusting because I do want to fit a little thing in here. And at the moment it's not going to fit. Luckily we're using bougie boxes, so it is much easier to peel things up than it would be off paper. I mean, it's not that hard off this paper as long as you're doing it pretty soon after you've laid it down anyway. Just get that last sticker up. There we go. Probably not really space for a quarter box here, but we're making it work. I could have put in an appointment label because they're like just that smidgen bit smaller. Then I'm going to mark that everything was okay relating to this. But then I was just in a really bad headspace, to be honest, the whole day. So the next thing I've marked in is that it was a shitty day, which I think is pretty much a good summary of how I was feeling. And then again, something else I'm not saying, this one isn't actually about me, and that's why I'm not sharing it. It's about my brother, and that is not the correct. Is that the correct pattern? Yes. I just got really confused what colour I was doing. I think that's the correct pattern. I'm having a moment. Yes it is. So fits in this gap, not that. One of these. This is going to be too small. But it's fine, we'll just have a bit of a gappy gap. Could maybe have made this a third box, that maybe is the way to do it. Oh, it's fine, we'll just have a bit of a gappy day. Grand. Okay, so we've again got 4 and 3. So I was just generally pretty stressed out about all of the above, pretty much. This was not a great start to the week. This was probably the worst day of the year so far. So yeah, this just isn't ideal. So then I did my workout. And then I was reading, so I was trying to finish. I finished Written in the Stars this day, I believe. So that's for stressed out, just workout, read, and then I was at guides because Tuesday is guide night. For those of you who have been following my channel for a while, you know this. I think the third box won't quite fit and it's going to really annoy me. Oh, this one seems a bit smaller. Something's wonky, so I think if we just straighten things up slightly. Perfect. So that's for guides. During guides we had a planning meeting. Then when I came home we played some Stardew Valley. And then you'll know what I'm about to mark. Like, you'll know when I put the sticker in what I'm marking, but I just don't say it aloud. I don't know why. But yeah. Okay, cool. So bloody exhausted. There. And then running late, I've just got a little bow clip because what else made sense really? That just worked. So I've got running late, then marking in work with a flag. I love marking work with a flag like that. I don't know why I love it so much, but I do. And then first thing on this day that I'm not gonna talk about, I'm a bit confused by what things are, so I'll go back through my scripts in a second. I can't work out where something's meant to go, so yeah, like I know what happened this day, but I can't work out the order I tried to put things in. I don't know. So stress out. For my yoga, we've got the same yoga character sticker I've been using for a while. The rest of the day is pretty simple because I've got more scripts. And then reading. So the guides were doing pottery this night and the leaders were having a planning meeting. So that's kind of what happened during guides, which was quite nice. Like, it was quite a good way to I probably should have made a meeting script because this just says planning, but that's fine because it's with a laptop. Hopefully I'll remember. Then Stardew, as I said, y'all know what this is for, but I just don't say it out loud. Okay, so now let's try and work out my scripts. I really can't work it out. I feel like I'm missing a script. I think that's kind of the problem. So I'm pretty sure this is marking it's all okay, which I don't think I have a script for. This for feeling shitty. This for the second thing, I'm not saying what was this day. This one is not about me. Stressed out. Yoga, reading. Guides, pottery. Clearly, I've just missed out an it's all okay script, but that's fine. So we've just got Stardew in there at the bottom, and I'm just not marking in those two things, and this is going to say it's all alright. Okay, beautiful. On to Wednesday. So we've got 3 boxes on Wednesday. So hopefully this is going to be a bit easier. So, what colour are we with the dark blue? So, first things first, who's surprised? Not me. We're marking in my morning routine. And then again, who's surprised? Not me. Reading. View. Then it was at work. Kiara, you standing on the sticker sheet I'm using. Not the most helpful thing in the world. You know that. And then essentially the thing I'm not sharing on this day is about my brother, and he was struggling as a result of it. So that is what I'm going to mark in here. So then I went for lunch with one of my colleagues. I think she was just trying to, she knew, like, I didn't share what was happening this day, but like, they knew I wasn't okay, if that makes sense. So that's for going for lunch with her. Then on the way home from work, I was voice noting Sophie of Rhymer Plans. And then I did my workout. I think I'm gonna slightly put things out of order here. So I'm gonna put workout, and then I'm gonna put pulling stickers. Hopefully this box will fit, which it doesn't. This one looks a little bit smaller, but also doesn't fit. Jesus. I really need more quarter box stuff in Plannerface kits. Kiara, you are not helping anything here. There, perfect. So that's for pulling stickers, and then in the last box, I'm gonna put in designing at the top, and then in the bottom bit, we were watching Wednesday, which I quite like to use this paint splob for. It's kind of a little bit too big. I think it's okay. Perfect. So, I feel like I'm getting the hang of things again. God, I've just flipped things around. So, morning routine. I think I was baffled. Like, it's hard when you're not sharing things, because you've got to kind of work out a little bit more what you're doing. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but you've got to, yeah, it's just hard not sharing things. So, I'm fairly sure I went for lunch with Lalitha on this day as well, but who knows. Let's see. I'm just going to pop in that my brother was struggling, but not the circumstances about why he was struggling. Again, it's just not my information to share. Lunch with my colleague. We just very rarely go for lunch together, so I think I only met her the day before, and like we just got on really well. We were just chatting the whole time, and it was just really nice, so I just wanted to mark it. I suspect that colour sticker was me trying to finish up a sheet, because it don't really make any sense otherwise. I do not like the capital S in this font that I'm using. I cannot wait until I make the font my own font rather than the one I found, because oh yeah, I've put things in the wrong order. I was like, what? This doesn't make any sense. It's because I put things in the wrong order, because I knew I'd use the big box for drawing. So that works better. So for drawing, I've got a draw script, and I've got a full stickers script, and as I said, we started watching Wednesday on this day. So I've not watched any really of the Addams Family stuff, so I didn't go in with any expectations, so there was that. So that is the first half of the week. Looking at beautiful and sparkly. Let's get on straight onto the second half, because I have a place somewhere to be, and I think I'm gonna have to leave in like half an hour if I'm not ready yet. So on to Thursday, got three things. Oh my god, I've literally just looked on my cheat sheet and I've forgotten 4 things in each box, and we are dark blue again, and this is the colour. Is this the colour where I'm struggling for stuff? I think. Who knows? No, it's light blue. I'm gonna struggle Saturday, which also has 3 boxes. Damn it. So first things first, we have my morning routine, and then reading. I really am a broken record, and I hate it. I just feel like this is why I've stopped marking reading, because I just feel like it's too samey. Then I've got this for work. I'm not sure it's the right colour pattern thing, but we're going with it. And then did my workout. Yoga for the day. There. Beautiful. Then I have some stickers. So then I was planning out foils for the underlays that are coming to the shop on Friday. So I was thinking about what foils I want to use. So we had a date night. I think I need to fit 4 things in each box, so I don't know why I'm marking these things so big. Then we cooked dinner together and also built a pillow fort. Do I have a quarter box? Yes, this is. So I think for thinking about foils, I'm going to peel this sticker up. So for thinking about foils, I'm going to use a quarter box. And then I'm going to use this 3rd box for date night, and then we can fit 2 little things in, I believe. So for cooking, and then we built a pillow fort for our date night, and then we had s'mores. I've only got 1 dark blue little thing left, so I'm going to use that for reading. At the bottom, I need a foil box, don't I? And it probably should have been higher up than we have put it in. Why? Except we did have a movie night, and I'm really tempted to use the movie marquee for it. But I've got 4 things to fit in, and I just don't feel like that's going to work without any little things, because I don't have any little things left. Oh, tricky. What I'm going to do is, rather than this quarter box, I'm going to use this flag for thinking about foils, and I'm going to put the script on top of the foil. I think that is how we will make this work. And then I have a quarter box back as well. Beautiful. Beautiful. I still want a little thing though. So s'mores. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 3rd box Or should I just use another foiled box now? We're just going to cut this third box in half and use it in the gap. And that will be just fine. I'll just cut a bit more off this third box. And that will work just beautifully. Okay, so, sorry, I'm replying to texts as I do this because we're talking about something for guides. So, morning routine. I can't remember when I stopped marking reading in the morning every day. It might even be on the next plan with me, but it's soon anyway. I'm certainly not doing it anymore. But I'm quite behind on plan with me as we're, what day is it? It's the 17th of February, so I'm like, not nearly a month, I'm less than a month behind now, which is good. Sure, then we have my yoga workout. I just love Sparkly Hollow. Then thinking about foils, and I'm just going to peel this up because I want that on top of this sticker. I'm alright, darling, thank you. I've just been delivered some bread, but I'm pretty full and I'm about to go and bake with my mum, so I just don't think I need any more food right now because otherwise I won't eat my dinner. Then our date night. So we are using Soch, what's the date night book called?
Adventure Challenge?
Yeah, we're using an Adventure Challenge date book, and that was basically to watch a romance film in a pillow fort with s'mores, essentially. So that's what this whole little segment is about. No idea how I'm going to fit my To All the Boys I've Loved Before script in there. So I've also got a movie night. I think I'm just not going to use the movie night script. And then yeah, we journaled our date nights because there's a little bit of space for journaling in them, so we popped that. That's why there's a planner and a date night script, because we journaled our date nights. And then last but not least, got reading, and then we just need to go through and pop our scripts in. Cute. Shoe. I was like, why have I got Wednesday scripts? Because I need them the next day. So that's for thinking about foil colours, and yes, that definitely works. Building the pillow fort. Oh. And then some more. Then To All the Boys I've Loved Before, and really those two boxes should have been the other way around because my scripts don't really fit in there, but it's fine. And that's it. Oh, I've actually made a journaling script to go under this date night. So we just need to peel the date night script up because it's like date night journaling, which obviously is ripping. And I could use my new undo, which essentially Soch discovered what the ingredient of undo is and bought just that. So I have more undo again because in last week's disaster of putting the wrong spread down, I finish off my undo pretty much. That is wonky AF. Yeah, that'll do. So date night journaling. Cute. On to Friday. So we are the purpley colour, and we are of course starting, can you guess, with morning routine. And then, can you guess, reading. What am I like? So there. And then we have work. Oh no, I don't have another purple flag. None of those are the right sort of purple. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna jump to the bottom of the box and deal with this in a second. So I'm gonna mark in my workout, And also above that I was just like enthralled in Regressing You, and I literally read it every moment I possibly could on this day. And then I wanted to see how big this space was, because I'm thinking what I might do is take the appointment label that I've now lost. I'm sure I've seen an appointment label if I've thrown it on the floor. Actually, what have I done with it? I saw an appointment label like 2 minutes ago. It's on the glitter header sheet. I've lost... Oh my god. So... Oh dear. Is this a sign that I should pause this plan with me? Probably. Am I going to? Nope. So I'm just going to cut this along the glitter into a little tiny flag. And that'll squidge in that space. Barely. Grand. So then had some planning time where we're going to use the other half of that. Did some design work. Watched Wednesday on Netflix and did my reading. So what fits in that box gap? Oh, we need to use a foiled thing, don't we? So what foiled thing fits in that gap? Please say it. This does. Yep, perfect. Barely, but it does. Great. Feel like I've got my rhythm back. A little bit at least. So got morning routine, reading, work, which is a little bit squashed with that flag, but it's fine. Also, I have 9 things on this day, and I don't understand why that's 2 boxes, but it's kind of worked. I think I can, like, at a push, do 5 things in a box, but I do prefer to do 4 things in a box. So yeah, I was literally reading Regretting You every moment. I don't know what the script I put in is finished book, but essentially I was reading Regretting You at every possible moment. So that's kind of why I've gone with what I've gone with. Planning time in there. Then that is not very well centered, is it? Designing for watching Wednesday, I've got the little Netflix symbol from the foil bundle, and then reading, and I started my next book that day. So I just need my Wednesday script to go in here. And that is so uncentered, it's unbelievable. Off-centered, uncentered is not a word. Wednesday. Beautiful. On to Saturday. It's just got 2 more days to go. So first things first, we're in light blue, aren't we? So shock horror, morning routine. Then I spent most of this day working on orders. It was a big orders day. I think I'm going to use paint blob for that. And then I was printing, so I think this was me trying to catch back up with orders. And this is the colour that we're very short of, isn't it? So we're just going to pull in another of those quarter boxes that were the right shade. If we can find another one. If I can remember what they were they this one? I think that's the right box. There for printing. I've literally broken things down into like print cut foil on this day because literally that's most of what I did. Was just working on orders. So foil, cut, I've marked in foiling twice, which I think I just might not do. So I'm just going to jump down to the bottom. My mum might ring me, so if I disappear, that's where I've gone. Not that you'll necessarily notice, because it'll be edited out, but so I'm just going to jump down to the bottom where we're going to mark in reading. Oh, I don't love that that's next to that. Might move this box down here for designing instead. What I was designing, not sure. But then we started House of Dragon this day. I really don't have anything small in this colour. And we also finished Wednesday. Let's just see if I've got anything else in that right sort of shade of blue in quarter box-ish size. We're using just more of this same box, but that's fine. I'm pretty sure that appointment label is the wrong colour. Right, so I think what I'm going to do, we've got I think I'm going to go cut on here. This washi strip fits in this gap. I was working this out while I was on the phone. And then I'm going to cut this down a little bit to fit in the gap. And then we are happy days. And I think we just skip one thing. But that's fine. We can skip one thing. Right, so let's try and work out what on earth I've got to mark. So, morning routine is easy. And as I say, I was working on orders for most of the day, and that's why I've kind of broken up what I was doing for orders, because I just felt like I needed to, because that is literally all I did all day. Just catching up on orders from the last while, basically. So then I did printing. Then foiling, which I know that's a silhouette sticker, but it is what it is. So foil, and then cut, and then I'm marking in my workout in the third box. That's not a third box anymore. Cute. Doesn't help that none of the SPC foil boxes are like quarter box sized either. Then I'm skipping out marking foiling again. Yeah, this is it. We got it. Then I'm marking finishing Wednesday. Starting House of the Dragon. And designing is going in the sparkly box. And this little thing is going to turn 180 degrees. To mark reading in there. Beautiful. So I just skipped foiling, and that's fine. I really need to, I've got like a page at the front of my reusable sticker album where I've got all the stickers that I haven't put away, like I didn't use. So the only scripts on this day that aren't already in are Wednesday and House of the Dragon, which I'm putting in the wrong order because the scripts fit better in those spaces. So that's Saturday, and then Sunday I pulled it in this box that wasn't in the kit, by the way. I just, yeah, wanted to. So this should be nice and easy because pink should have loads left because it was my sidebar colour. So hopefully it'll be a bit easier. So first things first, we got my morning routine. I'm fitting 4 in every box. And then we've got foiling and cutting again. So that's use a quarter box for one of them and a flag for the other. Show off a little bit more of that foil. And then I was in my feelings. I think I was just not getting on as quickly as I wanted to be. So I was in my feels. Then ate lunch and was watching Jane, because that's my favourite thing to do when I eat lunch is watch Jane. And I would quite like to use this little thing, but it's got one of the half cut headers that I used in the sidebar on still. And then I did some filming, packaged up orders, and then I'm going to mark in that I was stressed out. Am I? Or am I going to jump to the bottom? Let's just jump to the bottom and see if we can fit 5 things in this bottom box. Come back to you in a second. So, reading, House of the Dragon, washing my hair, working out, and hopefully being stressed out. That kind of works, doesn't it? I kind of wish that this was like a millimetre or 2 thinner, and I'm going to try and be a cheeky bugger and trim it a millimetre or 2. It's not even, particularly at the end. Better. Better, much better. I just like that little tiny bit of breathing space. Okay, so we're going to come back to here and see what we can fit in here. Because what I might do actually is put this back down and put a glittery half box, and on my glittery half box use the paint splatter. My icon's going to be at that side, isn't it? Beautiful! I'm happy with that. Happy, happy days. Right, so let's pop everything in. So I've got morning routine, foiling, and again, I know it's a silhouette sticker. If anybody knows of any good foiling doodles, let me know in the comments down below, because I don't. Then we've got cut, and I don't know why I put that icon so far over there. Got a little silhouette blade, cutie patootie. Then in my feelings, I've just got this little sad and in my feelings script, which I've ripped in half. Of course I have. Beaut. Then got a burger for lunch and Jane from the foil bundle, washi tape for filming, and then in my big sparkly layering situation, I was just packing orders, so I've got another orders script there. Let's just put in my film script as well whilst I remember. And again, that's so off centre and it's just really bizarre. It's only because, like, obviously my scripts I'm making for myself, yes, they might be oops if they come out oops, but like I'm just gonna make one set, so they're mostly not oops, because obviously most of the stickers I make aren't oops. So it's now just weird having oops stickers, because not all of my stickers are oops, you know? I don't know whether that makes any sense, but workout, yoga again, and then wash my hair. I've just used the bath sticker, even though I only ever wash my hair in the shower. I've started marking washing my hair in this planner, because now I'm doing sort of a altered curly girl is how I'm going to phrase it. At the moment I will do proper curly girl eventually, but I'm just trying to use up what I got first. I don't have it takes me a lot longer to wash my hair, so it just feels like it needs marking in this planner. There's House of the Dragon, and that is it. So let's zoom back out and have a little look where we're at. Beautiful. Right, so let's just pop in our sidebar stickers. So we've got, these are a bigger size, and we'll see how it works in a moment. So I've got business planner, then when was our date night? Date night was Thursday. Don't know why these aren't in the right order. So Tuesday must have been at guides. Wednesday, I'm not sure, Sophie. I was voice noting Sophie, so Wednesday it will be Sophie. Thursday was the date night. Friday was Regretting You, which is the book I finished and got 4.5 stars from me. Then one of these is getting a Productive Day script and the other is getting a Social script, and I think they're probably pretty interchangeable. And I definitely will have it written down somewhere which way around they were meant to be, but I do not have my Best Bits header. That's all I'm missing now. But yeah, that's how it's looking at the moment. And oh my god, it's so sparkly and beautiful. Oh, yes, obsessed. Right, I'm going to pop it back in my planner and also grab a Best Bits header, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so just got my Best Bits script there in the sidebar, and that is the finished spread. Obviously my lights are shining directly on the spread, so you do get a little bit more glare with the glossy, but it's just because Sparkly Hollow sparkles much better. Otherwise, like, if I change my lighting, it just looks like silver and not hollowy. So yeah, lighting really matters for foil. That's what we are saying, learning here. Yeah, but anyway, that is it for this video. Comment, like down below if you enjoyed it. Let me know how you're doing in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!